What is up, guys? It's SS Modern Warfare here, Gamertag Banter Chicken, and welcome back to another ApparitionNET video. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the Halo 4 tool for ApparitionNET, which we have newly added. So this was added in the R57 update, so we've now got Halo 4 in the tool. It's basically the same as the Halo 3 tool. So you know, if you've seen the video on the Halo 3 tool, you'll know what to expect in this tool for Halo 4. This is our early build of it, really, so we are planning to, you know, add some more stuff in here, like, well, not really add a lot more, but we've got to fix aimbot, so that will be added in an update, and we'll obviously be adding DLC maps once we're done with other Halo games that we'll be adding in soon. So, basically, we'll start off with the lobby options. So, here's my player here, Banter Chicken 16. You can see I'm level 68. No, that is not legit, obviously. So if we go into lobby options, you can see that we have an XUID spoofer where you can enter your XUID, and spoof your XUID, or you can spoof only gamer tag, so it will change just the gamer tag. So, you know, pretty much the same as we've got in our other tools, our signature XUID spoofers there. We've got service tag. You can change the service tag, and you can see on screen there it's changed to mods. So you can't enter any swear words, unfortunately, because I think there is some kind of server check which resets you if you put in any swear words. So you can put in a swear word and it will show up, but if you know, if you change it, or if you try and go into an online game, so you can see it has changed there, but if you try and go into an online game with that, it will reset it. So but you can change the service tag to ones that are not, you know, not swears and stuff like that. So XP as well we have. So with the thing with XP on Halo 4 is there is a daily limit of how much XP that you can actually have before it resets you. So they're not idiots. They will reset you if you put your XP too high. So unfortunately we couldn't really do a hell of a lot with XP. All we could do was go up to the limit and give you the limit of the amount of XP that you can have without getting reset. But if you add any more XP, if you try and click the button twice, so the limit is 250,000 XP. So if you click this button, it will add 250,000 XP to your profile. But if you click it a second time and try and add 250,000 again, even more XP, then you will get reset back to when you first clicked it, because you've gone above the limit. So there is a daily limit. So it's not too much of a big deal. You can add 250,000 XP to your profile and then just wait till the next day and then add another 250,000 and keep doing that until your max rank, which won't take that long. But that is something you have to be aware of, that if you keep trying to add 250,000 XP constantly, it's not going to work. You're just going to get reset when you try and what's it called, go into the Spartan, is it Spartan Hub? Specializations, sorry. If you go into specializations and try and unlock a new specialization, then it will not work if you've clicked like 250,000 XP multiple times, because it will just reset you. So we'll go ahead and we'll click it once. I haven't clicked it once yet, so I won't get reset when I click it the first time. XP values have been changed. It says XP increased by 250,000. Click OK. It gives you a warning. There's a server limit of 250,000 XP per day. If you try to add more, you will be reset. So that is just warning you that you will be reset. You can see that my rank has now gone up to SR 70, because it can't go any higher, because there is a specialization that you need to unlock in order for it to go any higher. So if I go to specializations, I can now go Pioneer, and now I'm Pioneer level 1, so that's 71. And then tomorrow I could add another 250,000 XP. So that is XP. And now we'll actually go into a game, and I'll show you the in-game modifications that are in here. So we'll go ahead, let's go for Valhalla, or whatever it's called in this game, Ragnarok. So we'll go on Ragnarok here and show you some of the in-game modifications. So here we are on Ragnarok. So as we normally have, we've got our quick mod section for when you're you know, just joining a game, you just want to activate mods really quickly, you don't want to be stuck editing values for half the game, then we have the quick mods section where you can just quickly go ahead and turn mods, toggle them on and off to your liking. So we've got, of course, unlimited ammo. So if I fire now, you can see my ammo's going down, but if I activate unlimited ammo, then unlimited ammo. There you go. Some of these mods are host only, so unlimited ammo is host only. God mode, of course, is host only. I believe no fall damage is probably host only as well. But climb any surface, super speed, super jump, and remove HUD should all be off host, which is pretty awesome. So if we go ahead and turn God mode on, then I'll be able to go right up here, and it won't be able to kill me when it says you're leaving the battlefield. 3, 2, 1. Normally it would kill me at 0, but it can't kill me because I've got God mode on. But the death barriers, or the map barriers, are still in here, which is preventing me from moving anywhere further out. If I turn remove map barriers on, I can go right out of the map. I can go all the way down here, and as you can see, I'm not getting forced back in the map. So that is remove map barriers. Then we've got super speed and super jump. So if I just run around here, you see normal speed, normal jump height. I go ahead, turn super speed and super jump on. Can now run much faster, and I can now jump much higher as well into the air. So that's super speed and super jump. Pretty basic, works off host as well. We've got climb any surface. So if I go up to this big pillar thing here, jump up onto it. See, normally I would just slip and fall right off, and there's no way I'm getting up there. Whereas if I turn climb any surface on, which again works off host, you can walk right up the side of the building. You can walk on walls, you can walk on roofs and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty damn awesome. You can basically run up the side of that pillar. So that is climb any surface. So we've got no fall damage, we've got remove HUD, so the HUD on screen, we can go ahead, turn remove HUD on, and most of it disappears. Not all of it, but most of it, so it gives you a bit more of a cinematic experience, I guess. So you can toggle that on and off, bring the HUD off and on. And we've got, so that's basically everything in the quick mods section. Next we've got player settings. You've also got obviously forward speed, backward speed and all that stuff. If I click refresh values, it will grab the values from the console. So they're all set to 9 at the moment because we have got our preset super speed and super jump on. But we can obviously increase this further manually by typing in a higher value. So we can go 20, 20, 30 on jump height, and airborne acceleration, we'll stick that on 30 as well. Poke changes, and now when I move I should go even faster, ridiculously fast, and my airborne acceleration is really fast as well, so I can move around while I'm in the air. And if I jump, then I go ridiculously high this time. So yeah, so high it actually put me back in the map. There you go. So that is basically our player settings. And if I go ahead and turn super speed off and back on, a little trick on our quick mods, then that'll put everything back apart from airborne acceleration. So that's our jump height back to normal super jump. So we've got that. We've got weapon projectiles, of course, is back, so we can go ahead and select our assault rifle that we've got. We can select Spartan laser, poke changes. Weapon projectile properties have been successfully changed, and now it fires Spartan lasers out of the gun. We can go ahead and change that to rocket launchers, and firing rockets from the gun. I can change my weapon to the pistol, select pistol. Let's change that to fuel rod cannon. So now my pistol's firing fuel rod cannon shots, whereas my assault rifle's still on the rockets. Then we've got airstrike turret. We'll go back to assault rifle for this. We've got airstrike turret. Massive explosion that creates. Incineration launcher as well. another popular one there. We've got Wraith Mortar, which will only work obviously on maps that have Wraiths in it. So we've got Wraith Mortar there, and we have got Scorpion Cannon as well. Scorpion Cannon shots. So that's basically weapon projectiles, and we've got it for a bunch of other guns as well. And that is our Halo properties. I'll go back to player body shade later, and timescale I'll go back to later as well. So vehicle settings next. We can select Warthog or Mongoose. So if I select a Warthog and spawn one in here, so we go ahead and change the vehicle speed. So our normal speed for a Warthog is pretty well. It's not slow, but it's not particularly fast. This map's not a great example because there's too much stuff in the way and you can't really get up to speed properly. But I'm pretty much on top speed right now with the Warthog. Yeah, it's pretty much top speed, which is pretty slow. So I can change this value to 50. I can change this value to say 10,000. Poke changes, and now I should be able to drive a lot faster in this Warthog. Yep. Of course it goes out of control completely on this map because there's so many obstacles in the way, which is why it's not the best map to kind of demonstrate this, unfortunately. But the vehicle speed has been increased immensely. So that can be done on the Mongoose as well as the Warthog. You've also got vehicle stick to ground strength, friction, you know, turn rate and weight and all that stuff. Then other motion properties are for other vehicles like the Scorpion. You can change the vehicle speed and horsepower of the Scorpion. You've got a Banshee. With Banshee and Ghost, they work a little differently to the other vehicles in the game. So with Banshee and Ghost, what you have to do is, or their properties are different. So what they have is a boost. So in order to increase vehicle speed on these kind of vehicles that have boosts like Ghosts, Wraiths, Banshees, you can go ahead and change the boost strength. So 34 would probably kill me instantly. So I'm going to set it to 4. Vehicle change, and now if I use the boost, you can see the vehicle goes a lot faster. And the boost, as you can see there, the boost is running out. So ooh, that's gonna kill me. Nope. Survived that. So if I boost and I'm pulling back on the stick to stop me from going flying forward, you can see that my boost runs out, so it has to cool down. So we can activate infinite boost, and if we turn that on, then I can boost and the boost strength stays at 100% there in the top left. We can also enable auto boost, and if I do that, then I can let go of the left trigger and it will still be continuously boosting. I can even get out and you can see that it's still boosting while I'm out of the vehicle as well. So that's vehicle boost strength. There's also vehicle weight. You can demonstrate this on a Wraith. If I get out of the Wraith turret and actually get in the Wraith properly. So it also has a boost, as you can see there, as a boost that lasts for a few seconds and then has to cool down. So again, we can select Wraith, we can select infinite boost and auto boost, and then I can activate the boost, charge it up, let go of the left trigger, and it will still be boosting. And I can boost around with the Wraith, and my boost will never run out. So there is that. I can also increase or decrease the weight to 0, which means I'll probably start floating when I put changes on this. So I'm going to blast out of here. I'll weight set to 1, I meant to set that to 0. If I set that to 0, then I should start floating. There we go. I'll just start continuously floating because I've set the weight to 0 until I get out, and then it will fall. So that, or not, oh, there we go. And it is still of course boosting with the auto boost on, as you can see there. So that is the other motion properties. Scorpion doesn't have boosts, so that will be disabled, but you can still edit the weight of a Scorpion, you can still edit vehicle speed and horsepower, for the Scorpion tank as well. Okay, so next we're on to weapon properties. So we can go ahead, select a vehicle, select a different weapon to use, like the Warthog chain gun on a Ghost. So now if I spawn in a Ghost, it will have a sort of chain gun instead of the normal. Yeah, it's got basically the Warthog turret instead of its normal plasma bullets that it normally has. And you can go ahead and you can do that to bunch of other vehicles as well. You know, Banshee, we can select Banshee, we can select what would be good for a Banshee to fire. Rocket launchers maybe. And then spawn in a Banshee. Get in this, we will be able to fire rockets from it instead of its normal plasma bullets. So that is vehicle weapon properties right there, which is a pretty awesome thing that you can do with that. Next we have vehicle turret properties, so we can go ahead and edit some stuff. I've added more turret options than I added in the Halo 3 tool. So you can select Warthog, we can select a Scorpion cannon, poke changes. Now if we spawn in a Warthog, we get the Warthog with the Scorpion turret, which is pretty awesome. Or Tank Hog, which it apparently is called. I did not know that, and people were getting on at me for calling it Scorp Hog instead of Tank Hog. Sorry guys. But yes, anyway, I did not realize that that is apparently what it's called. So anyway, Tank Hog, we've got that working. So we can change pretty much anything. We could do the same with, got a lot of different turrets here. There's also a auto dom turret, I think it's called. This thing is ridiculous. If you activate this, this is an actual automatic turret, so you can drive this around and it'll actively shoot people. It even tries to shoot me if I get close to it here. Or not. Not this time. Normally it shoots me, depending on what team you are on. And it's basically an automatic turret, so you can drive around with this and it'll automatically target people and shoot them for you, which is pretty damn awesome. If you can get that in a public game, if you're host, that'll be one hell of a good advantage. So you've got that. We can select a different vehicle like the Scorpion. We can give it, say, Shade Plasma Cannon. So we'll spawn in a, we'll go ahead and spawn in a Scorpion Cannon, and it has Shade Plasma Turret on instead. Another different turret that you can use. So not only can you edit the turrets, you can change the turrets now to actual vehicles. So we could, for example, we could go ahead and select a Warthog, but instead of giving it a Scorpion cannon turret, we could give it a Scorpion instead. So if we go ahead and spawn in a Warthog now, we've got a totally different creation entirely. It's a Warthog with the body of a Scorpion on top of it, and of course the Scorpion turret has been changed to the Shade Plasma turret. So that is basically your vehicle properties. And if I go, what I'll do is I'll go back on here. So obviously we've got restart map, so if I click that, it's going to pretty much reload the entire map there and start the game again. We have got gun, so if I reload, in fact, I'll have to turn off my unlimited ammo here. So if I reload, you get the normal reload speed, but if I turn down timescale and reload, you can see the reload takes longer. If I tone it right down, you can see how long it's taking to reload. And you can also, of course, speed that up. So I can fire, reload, pretty much like freaking speed cola on World of War. So, and you can see my run. I'm running a lot quicker, and yeah, it's just pretty much reload time scale, and that is pretty much that. Then we can also end game. Click that and it will just end the game for us and take us back to the main menu. Okay, last